Alright guys, so here is the first sheet that I did. This is the daily 10% savings deal that I kind of created. Not really. I got inspiration from my use of Digit and also Acorns. Acorns is mainly like it takes the change from the dollar amounts, rounds it down, or they call it roundups, and they put it into a savings account, and that way you're saving, well, technically you're spending, but you're saving the change that is round down. And here is a sheet that I created which has the 10% daily and also the change round down method that I've been doing. And this is just an example of what the change round down method is. But up here is the daily 10%. So let's say, for instance, you have $100 in your account. You would take $10 out for the first day. Going down, it will be, since you have 90 in there, you would have $9 out. And then it grows basically from 0 to about $46.86 within 7 days, which is about 46.86%, which is okay. And then you're spending about, or not necessarily spending, because in this scenario you're not spending anything. You're just taking money out and putting it into a savings account or wherever you want to put it. So you basically have left over $53.14. So that is okay if you want to do a method where you're gaining some type of income and you're not really spending that income, just so you can put it aside for emergencies or whatever you need. So down here is the change round down method, where when you're spending, you're taking the change from the dollar amounts and putting that into your savings. So I also put in the daily 10% so you guys can see what it is in a kind of sort of real life perspective or scenario. So let's say you're starting out with 250. I usually do it in the morning. It's like part of a morning routine, or you can do it at night. But I prefer in the morning if you want to do more along the lines of a, what am I trying to say? More along the lines of a fixed scenario where you know you're going to be doing that before you do anything else. So starting out with 250, you take out 25, and then let's say you make a purchase of $13.47. Well, with that $13.47 taken out of the $225 that's left over after you take out the 10%, that's $211.53. So then you take the 53 cents off of that $211, right? So let me kind of put this down so I can point to what I'm talking about here. So here you take the 53 cents off, you put that into your account. So you had $25, now you have $25.53 taken off of that. Now you do 10% off of that the next day. So 10% off of that is $21.10. Now you have $189.90, right? So you take that 90 off and put it into, or well, that's what you got left. And then once you make that purchase, then after that you have $169.54. Generally, I would say what I do is if I take out the 10% and it's a change amount still on there, I'll do a change round down, and then I'll go based off of the purchases that is being made as far as what other change to take off. So technically you're saving dollar amounts. Like let's say for instance in this scenario where you have 90 left over, instead of having 46.63, you have like 47.53. So in that scenario you have 47.53, and then you would take the 54 cents off of this, or no, you would basically be taking off that amount, taking off this purchase amount, and then whatever change is left over from that is going to be put into your savings after that. But generally what I'll do, and this is my schedule, is in the mornings I'll do a 10% daily transfer to my savings account. So daily it will be 10% of whatever I have in my account, regardless if it's like $2 or $200. And then after that, if there is any change balance left over, I'll transfer that over to my savings account. So then that way I would have a flat, let's say 250, or I would have a flat 211, or a flat 289, you know. So it will be flat. It will be just a dollar amount with no change. And then based off of the purchases that I make that day, every time I will make a purchase, either you can do it every time you make a purchase, or you could do it every end of the day. So what I've seen people do is once they make all their purchases for the day and they know they are not going to buy anything else, they'll go ahead and do the change round down. And what this concept comes from is the Acorns app, where every single purchase they would take a quote-unquote roundup, and they'll say, well, this is what it is rounded up to the next dollar, you know. So but what that's doing is you're having to pay a fee for them to manage that, and also you have to pay a fee for them to actually be able to, you know, you have to give them access to your account to actually be able to go and do that. Which in this concept, it's not necessarily automated, but the pros of it is you're more aware of your account, and you're more aware of what's going on with your account. So you know all the stuff that's going on, all the purchases that you made, all the, you know, everything that's going on with your account. So if there's any fraudulent activity, or if there's any sorry for the microwave in the background, but if there's any any activity that you're not aware of, then you're going to be on top of that, because every single day you're doing this. Or you don't necessarily have to do the 10% every single day, or the change round downs every single day. You can do it once a week, or every 2 or 3 days. You know, I just do it every single day, because since, you know, I have to manage I have to manage my finances to where I know what's going on and I know what I have. I do it every single day, just so any fraudulent activity or any activity that I'm not aware of, I can go ahead and, instead of having to do it just like any other, you know, just waiting a long time and then having to deal with the problems of the bank not wanting to do it because it's been a long time. But so yeah, that's about it as far as the change round down method. I've been doing this for about like 2.5 weeks, and I know within the last 2 weeks that I did it, I actually saved about like I would say 136. Yeah, 136 and some change within the last 2 weeks, which is pretty good, because I did make a plan to actually save like 300 within a month. And let's say for 2 weeks I saved 136. I could have saved 150. I just started like in the middle of the week, so like a week and a half technically, but I just rounded up to 2 weeks just because it's just like, you know, what is like 1 or 2 days. But yeah, so that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. I will be having more. I do apologize for not uploading yesterday, even though it's 3 times a week. I didn't really have anything for yesterday. I was actually going to do this video yesterday, but I was trying to make this spreadsheet. So yeah, but that's about it for this video. Don't forget to be brilliant, stay inspired. If you have any questions about this, or if you have any kind of like good ideas for improvement on this method, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, don't forget to be brilliant, stay inspired. You know what it is. Yes, you know what it is. Peace.